to Fayetteville, and whoop, big shoo-ins. The Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the Hog Mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
On the run from inside his own 5. So Tulsa's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He makes the connection, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Crosses the 30, he's got away.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the beat.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. first down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're working that left side. And he's dragged down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. And you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shoots his way for more. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Bowls his way forward. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A little release to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Across the 45. He's loose. At the 20. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go right back to him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And more yards after contact. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right?
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Wants to bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Open runway ahead. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and the defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. Tulsa wasting no time. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern.
He turns that loose down the right side.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's got him in the flat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd down, going up top. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet. When you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Arkansas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point was good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eye by the defender there picking that up.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. A little screen to the running back. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Past the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off-play action on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Got room at the 35. Off he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Floats it out in space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
offense gets set for second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They want to just keep throwing it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 25. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The defense with the scoop and score. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Still on his feet at the 40. He's off to the races. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the...
He caught it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking for a man. It's Clemens. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got... ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. For a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Motion from the offense. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Clemens. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the Razorbacks get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. 2nd down coming up. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.